Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to understand what are cool-off period in the field of technology. So you might have heard this term, right? Cool-off period, or I have faced a cool-off period. So you might be wondering what it is. So in today's video, we're going to understand what exactly it is, what is the meaning of a cool-off period, and what exactly should you be doing when you face a cool-off period from any particular organization. So first and foremost, let's understand what the meaning of this term is, which is called as cool-off period. So the term cool-off period means when you apply to an organization and you have faced a rejection or your application has not gotten shortlisted this particular time, and a typical duration between 3 to 6 months wherein you cannot apply to the same organization once again. So this period is called as a cool-off period. So this is done by organizations to streamline their interview process, to streamline the number of applications that they receive, because they don't want the applications to get repeated again and again, right? So that is the reason this is a term that is used by organizations out there. Now let's understand what are something that you should be doing, or some things that you should be doing from your end when you're facing a cool-off period from a particular organization. So the first and foremost thing that you shouldn't be doing from your end is applying back into the same organization that you faced a rejection from. This could be the biggest mistake that you're doing, because you are applying into the same organization which has rejected you, but without upgrading your skills or without upgrading the reasons for which they have rejected you. So the thing that you should be doing from your end is you should upgrade yourself, you should upgrade the skills that are required for the role, you should upgrade or update your resume so that the organization accepts you the next time that you apply. Okay, so when you're sending a mail to an HR or a message to an HR, we are sharing on the screen a sample message that you can draft to the HR or the employer, asking your feedback or genuine feedback on the interview or the reason why you were rejected. So as you can see on the screen, we are starting off with a greeting to the employer. Then we are thanking them for the invitation for the interview, or for considering your application. Then we are asking them what was the reason, what was the feedback due to which you got rejected into this particular organization. And we are asking for any insights or any particular feedback from their end which you can implement and you can improve yourself on for the further interviews that you apply into the same organization. Once you're done with the body of the mail, you can send it off, or you can close it off by adding a thanks and regards from your end. Add your name, your designation or your aspiring designation, your phone number and email ID. So this is a sample email that you can draft and send in to the HR or the person concerned with the employment. So this is what you can do in order to ask for feedbacks from the employers. The second thing that you can do from your end is maximize the use or presence on your LinkedIn platform or any other digital platforms which are out there. So again, coming back to the screen, you can see here there are multiple communities that are there on LinkedIn which are related to technology, which are related to other fields that you're interested in. So simply search on the LinkedIn tab data analyst groups or digital marketing groups or full stack development groups. So search for such groups like I am doing right now. So here you can see multiple options popping up on the screen, and just click on whichever group that you're interested in and click on the join button, and you can join the group and you can maximize whatever that is happening in the community that you're joining. So for an example, if you are being a part of a data analyst community, then you can understand what are the new things that are coming up in this field, what are the new technologies that are being used, what are the new projects that people are working on. So all of these things you will be able to understand, and you will be able to implement that in your own profile as well. So this is a sample thing that you can do. Network with other professionals who are out there. So for an example, you can see here, you can see multiple people who are active on LinkedIn who have the same profile or profession as you do. So reach out to them, connect with them, have a conversation with them, message them on LinkedIn. You can make use of this tab and message them by asking what is the feedback, or let's say what is something that I should upgrade myself on for to get a job in this particular organization. I have faced a rejection from here, so can you let me know some tips or some tricks which I can implement so that I can get shortlisted, or I have higher chance of getting shortlisted the next time I apply into the same organization. So such kind of messages you can draft, and you can conversate with these kind of people out there. So this is a thing that will be highly beneficial when you're applying or when you are maximizing this particular cool-off period. All right. Next, let's understand what are some quick tips that you can implement to stay productive during this particular period. So coming back to LinkedIn that we discussed, so it's very important when you're sending out connections to the people, your profile should be a good profile and optimized profile. So for that, it's highly suggested that you optimize your profile, that is, you fill in all the sections. So as I'm sharing on the screen, this is my current profile, but again, depending on whichever profession or whichever domains that you guys are into, you can optimize your profile accordingly. So add a professional photograph or a profile picture, add a banner, LinkedIn banner, that is a cover photo, fill in your headline section properly and add in catchy things or catchy lines in your headline so that people get attracted or are interested in your profile. Have good number of connections. I did mention in the earlier part how to build connections with people. Then, like, add an about section, activity, like, engage in posts or engaging, liking, commenting on other people's posts, or you yourself can keep on posting different things related to your profession. This will help you put you out there and market yourself out there to the people, or let's say the employers who are in hunt of people on LinkedIn. Update your experience section, add in your education section, add in any licenses and certifications. This is very essential because having a particular license or a certificate from, let's say, Google, Coursera, Udemy, IT Vedant, IBM, such kind of certifications, when you add into your profile or add into your resume and your LinkedIn profile, this will help enhance or showcase to the recruiter that you are serious about the skill, and that is the reason you have went ahead and got a certification on your own. So such licenses and certifications, please do add that over here. Add in all the skills that you are proficient in. So any new skills that you have learned, ensure that you're updating it to your LinkedIn platform. Add the languages. So this is how you build a proper optimized LinkedIn profile for yourself. So this is something that each and every one of you can do as well to showcase your work out there. And lastly, and the most important thing that you should be doing is focusing on your mental health. So it's very important to remind yourself that this particular rejection or setback that you're faced is nothing personal. You can definitely come up from this and you can apply into the same organization. If it's your dream organization, you can definitely apply it over there once again. But ensure that before you're applying, you're not taking it negatively and you're not feeling like this is a setback for me. Use this particular opportunity as an opportunity and not a setback, and ensure that you're upgrading your skills, upgrading your resume, optimize your LinkedIn profile, and doing all the tips and tricks that we suggested during this particular video so that you can enhance the chances of getting shortlisted the next time that you apply. So if you found the video to be helpful, please hit the like button and comment down your views below and subscribe to our channel for more such videos in the future.